Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Wide World of Fitness. I'm your host, Lauren Kalil. Over the weekend, there was another regional tactical games event. This time, we head to New Mexico. The New Mexico qualifier took place in Raton, New Mexico, where numerous athletes across 9 divisions took the stage to test their fitness and tactical experience. Here are the podium finishers from the elite divisions. First, we will turn to the women's side, where Mallory Pettas standing on top of that podium, followed by Amy Holt in second and Jade Savage in third. Over to the men's elite podium, we have Jack Fabricus standing in first, Zach Rodman in second, and Sargon Benjamin standing in third. Congratulations to all of those athletes, and good luck to the rest of their very, very busy season. I was able to catch up with the elite women's winner, Mallory Pettas, who also is a CrossFitter and was even able to do the Open this year. This was not her first win, but this was her first win in the elite women's division and also her first time competing as an elite. So let's kind of first talk about your background. Like, what got you into tactical games? What is your athletic background? Where did you come from?
Honestly, it's been kind of a random entrance into that whole world. I've been CrossFitting, for like 10-ish years. So I was never really quite a competitor, but just did it for fun and really enjoyed the sport of CrossFit. And I found myself kind of in a lull with my training and just didn't really know kind of what I wanted to do next, and was thinking like, maybe do I go into just like strictly strength and this and that, and then ended up, seeing a competition in Arizona. And I'd always been interested in firearms. Like, I'd done some shooting here and there on the range, but like very, very little, and very much like just kind of one-off situations where you're out camping and you kind of shoot here and there. And I'd always been interested in firearms, but I was really quite nervous of them and didn't really know how to handle them, and didn't really know how to get intro into it. So I ended up going to a competition in Ben Avery just to watch, and I saw all of the women competing, and I was like, oh, I need to do this. My eyes were just open to the world of it. And I was like, wow, in what world? Because I work a desk job. So I was like, when would I ever be able to kind of get this type of training and challenge? So when I had gone and seen it, I had actually spoken to one of the competitors at the time. Her name's Tara. I still talk to her today. And was just like, how'd you get into it? And picked her brain. And it just became a lot more accessible than I thought it was. And so I was like, great, let's do it. And so I kind of went back to my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, I think I want to do this. And he was like, let's get you kitted out. And, he kind of gave me a foundation of weapon safety and how to do weapon manipulation and mag changes and how to like clear my weapon safely and all that. And then I ended up buying my first rifle in January of last year. And then 2 months later, competed in Utah for the first time in the intermediate division.
So then, was this your first elite competition that you won? Or was this your first elite competition altogether?
Both. Yeah. So I did intermediate last March, and then I tore my ACL in May. So I ended up getting surgery in June, and this last week technically marked my 9 months post-op. And so that's kind of why I went into it with just no expectations, really just wanting to make sure I moved safe and focus on my shooting.
So then what does your training look like now?
That's a really good
question. Do you still do CrossFit? Did you do the Open?
I did do the Open. Yes, I did. So I go to a gym out here in Colorado, and it's amazing. It's a really great CrossFit gym. They've got a really great community, but they also have a lot of the things that I need for the tactical games. They have sandbags, they have axle bars, they have sleds. So, and I know the owners pretty well. I've been there for a few years. So I still train CrossFit for fun. Like, I'll jump into class and I'll do that just because I love being around the community, and I really like working out around people. So I'm thinking of actually, going into the complete training guide that the Tactical Games provides. Have you heard about their training program?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's got a bunch of different. Jacob Hebner started it, and then I think he's got support from
Sure.
Kalarina and Sal.
Yep.
So it's an all-encompassing program, and it's got a bunch of strength training and conditioning for tactical games specifically, and then it's got dry and live firing programs, which I also need to get better at. So I'm thinking of probably just downloading that and using that programming at the gym, as well as like hopping into CrossFit class whenever I want.
Thanks, Mallory. I'm certainly excited to see what the rest of her career is going to look like, especially with a lot of that background in her CrossFit training. Now looking ahead to the next regional event, this one will be held March 18th through the 19th in Florence, Texas at the Texas Shooting Academy. Make sure you go to www.tacticalgames.com for more information about this event and other events that are happening throughout the rest of the season. As for us here at Talking Elite Fitness, for all of the updates and headlines that you might have missed during the week, make sure you check out our time cap episode that airs every Wednesday. And also on Talking Elite Fitness, wherever you guys get your podcasts, make sure you sign up, subscribe, like, and follow us to get everything that we talk about, whether it's the CrossFit season, news that's happening in CrossFit, myself, Tommy Marquez, Sean Woodland, and Brian Friend, a special guest this past week, talking about everything you guys need to know about the season thus far. Then we also have a new show that's going to be airing in a couple of weeks that will be featured on our YouTube page. So make sure that you guys stay tuned to see what we have cooking up back home at the studio. Well, that's everything that we have for the wide world of fitness. I'm Lauren Kalil from everybody at Talking Elite Fitness. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.